Hi, I'm Dr. Wilfred Koon from The Point Dental here in Melbourne, Australia. In this video, I want to share with you Ross's patient journey. Ross came to see me after years of struggling with his teeth. He was in pain, he couldn't eat properly, and he had to stop smiling. And I think a lot of people living with bad teeth will be able to relate to his story. So this is Ross's story and how All on 4 helped him get his life back. To understand Ross's journey, it helps to know a little about his background. He had been through a lot. He had several medical conditions and he had went through cancer treatment only 2 years ago. And because of all this, his teeth had really suffered. Some had already fallen out, he had not been to the dentist in years, and by the time he came to us, things were in a really bad way. He told me that his teeth were moving. The one at the front was really loose and painful, and another one had just fallen out not too long ago. He also noticed that he had started to pronounce words differently, and he didn't want to smile anymore in photos, and he stopped going out socializing. And eating, that was the hardest for him. He couldn't bite into steak, he had to cut everything into tiny pieces. Even then, his teeth were still painful. You could just see how much all of these were affecting his day-to-day life.
I've always been very personable, very outgoing. I like to be the centre of attention at parties and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, for the last couple of years, I've not been that person. And the wife was like, "Where's the guy that I met?"
Ross showed me a photo of his smile when he was younger. He wasn't looking for a perfect Hollywood smile. And what he wanted was very simple. He just wanted to be able to eat properly, with no pain, and to be able to smile without being self-conscious. And also to be healthy again.
It's been so long, like in my head, while the teeth were like that, it was very rare that you saw me smile. I didn't really talk to a lot of people unless I absolutely had to. It got to the stage, I just couldn't keep going on like that. It was affecting my social life, it was affecting what I could eat, how I could speak to people.
So we did a proper assessment with some x-rays and photos, and as you can see here, Ross had a very severe gum disease. The gum was really swollen, and they were really puffy and inflamed, which means that the bacteria had actually gone underneath the gum and started attacking the underlying bone that's holding the teeth together. So the teeth would become loose and they started moving apart from each other and they have dropped further down as well. As this progresses, in the worst case scenario, the teeth would drop out one by one, and that was what happened to Ross here, where he had already lost a couple of teeth. Because he had lost so much bone, many of his teeth were actually not salvageable. And it was really unfortunate because many of his teeth had no decays and they were still in really good teeth. But it's just unfortunate that the gum and the bone, which are the foundation of our teeth, were in a really bad condition. It's like a nice house on a weak foundation. So no matter how good the house is structurally, it will eventually collapse. So we discussed a few different options. Ross knew he didn't want to save any of his teeth because he knew no matter what he did, he would eventually lose most of them. He wanted something that's more predictable. He also knew that he didn't want dentures because his dad had them before, and he remembered how much his dad hated them. He also didn't want to go through long complicated surgeries like bone grafting. He wanted something that was fixed permanently and was straightforward so that he could go back to enjoying his life again. So the decision was easy. After discussing all the pros and cons, the cost, the potential complication of all the different options, Ross decided to go ahead with both upper and lower all-on-4 dental implants. So the change was immediate. There's no more loose, painful teeth. We put him to sleep under general anesthesia, and in one surgery, we took all his teeth out, cleaned out all the infected gums and bones, we leveled the bone nicely, and we placed 4 implants per jaw. So in total, we placed 8 implants for him. And everything was done in one surgery. And he received his provisional teeth 2 days later, and 6 months later, his permanent set of teeth. It was life-changing for Ross.
I was on a golf trip about 5-6 weeks ago, and one of the guys that I played golf with, he actually said to me, "It's just absolutely amazing." He said, "You've really come out of your shell, you participate in everything. Go out, I don't need to hide my face. I can speak better now. I just feel so much better in myself."
So for me, this is what dentistry is about. It's not just about fixing teeth. It's about giving someone the ability to live, to eat, to smile, and to feel like themselves again. Ross didn't want to go through what his dad went through, and now he doesn't have to. If Ross's story resonates with you, or if you have been struggling with similar issues, know that you are not alone and there are solutions out there for you. So thanks for watching. And to watch more real patient stories, their struggles and how they overcame it, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on our social media.